What is going to hurt the poor in the pandemic is not so much the lack of income. It is going to be the lack of knowledge to make the right decision.
Hey peeps, it's your girl Blessed D Gaza Diva and welcome back to the Blessed D Gaza Diva channel. And last week was about our ladies coming 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. As I say, I touch on topics that are important to our culture, topics that are important to me. So of course, me left on a Babylon leader behind for a while. But of course, I saw everything scrolling through internet, scrolling on all the key people who always have a voice in the country to talk about what these wicked people are doing on the sites. Anyway, when we come back, we're going to look at what your government said and how Chief Currie of the Maroons highlighted it and what your government always said again about our nurses, which is ridiculous. We're going to look at the two videos and we're going to talk about it, we're going to break it down and we're going to discuss it in the comment section. Let's kick it.
When the vaccine just came out, there was a list of priority persons, healthcare workers, the members of the security forces, etc. I'm just wondering, now that the hospital, we've reached at this stage with the hospitals at the capacity, will there be a list of priority persons for treatment and for ventilator?
I'm not going to pretend to be able to answer that question, so I'll ask the CMO, except to say that in these matters, once it comes to care, then only the standard medical triage would apply, but there wouldn't be any predetermined priority list. That would be problematic. The medical professional would have to look on a case-by-case and triage, but it couldn't be that there is a predetermined priority list. So I suspect I could say that the CMO would be satisfied with that answer, that we wouldn't give up a predetermined priority list for persons to get access to oxygen and so forth. No. The medical professionals at the point would make their triage determination because it would have to be what other patients they have to treat and so forth. So no, the answer to that is no.
So everybody knows the debacle that has been going on with Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister, and the nurses. Everybody knows that last week the nurses were all on sick out. There were comical elements around it where the nurses were asking the police and the JDF if they weren't coming in bed, all of these things. And it all stemmed from this video. Let me just take this opportunity right now to say thank you to our nurses. They have been working excessively, extensively. Now, whilst I may not have been one who came in direct contact with them, I know people who have been in contact with them for various reasons. And especially in the middle of a pandemic, you have to reach out to your health workers and make sure that those people above all else are paid. The politicians, for all I care, could not get a red cent. The parliament they sit in makes no sense. And I don't care what anybody wants to say about it. I, Gaza Diva, don't care if the government is paid. But our doctors or nurses or police or JDF, especially in a time like our pandemic, deserves every red cent of my tax-paying dollars. That being said, I cannot believe the doctors had to go on a strike the other day to get their money. Fine, that was done. So of course, what do you think going to happen? The nurses are going to follow suit because they have been overworked for the last 2 years. And anybody who says that they have not been overworked for the last 2 years, wicked, evil, and disgusting. Now you watch a video like that, the frontline workers who put their lives and the lives of their families on hold or at risk for us. And this is how you speak of them, that you don't have any special treatment towards them. They deserve everything that is special. They deserve everything that is good. They deserve everything that is top of the notch. And they deserve everything that means that you are putting them at the front of the line of everything. Because if they are putting their lives at the front of the line, then you can definitely put them at the front of the line in anything else. Now, I saw this other video from Downtown Records. Of course, people will say, oh yeah, Bogdanovich will promote himself or what. But guess what? Bogdanovich did this.
This is Joe Bogdanovich representing Downtown Records, recognizing the plight regarding the current spike in COVID-19 infections. The Downtown team is prepared to deliver to 50 nurses $20,000 each in cash as an appreciation to their commitment service to our health sector, especially in this lengthy, no-movement lockdown. On behalf of Downtown Records, we appreciate your service and patriotism.
Now, when has our government even said, the medical doctor, the MD, Market Me get a lot of the tax-paying money because Tough Tongue was sleeping with the Market Me person, allegedly? Yeah? And if Tough Tongue sleeping with the marketing person and giving away my tax-paying dollars, why the nurses can't get some of my money for free? They can get any amount of my money for free. They should be able to dip in my pockets for free because at least I can see the medication they're administering to other people across the world. The Market Me person, allegedly, she is nursing something else for Tough Tongue. And all now I can't see the results of that. Him is the only one benefiting from that, allegedly. So what you're telling me, the government sit down in parliament and allow this crap to happen all the time, and we must just sit down, laugh and be like, ha ha ha, and whatever, the nurses did the right thing, and any of them don't get their money, them for go up on 10 more strike, 15 more strike, migrate if they have to, and do anything that they want to do. Anyway, people, on to our next topic with Chief Currie and what your government of Jamaica again, cut mouth kill cock again. Let's take a listen.
What is going to hurt the poor in the pandemic is not so much the lack of income. It is going to be the lack of knowledge to make the right decision. The richer people who have access to better information will eventually make the right decisions, while the poorer persons who continue to be misled and misdirected because their access to information sometimes is not the right information, that they will make the wrong decisions and continue to suffer in the pandemic.
So that is what the government has to say about Jamaica. So Chief Currie, he titled it, and I can tell you, so proud of this man. And this is why them have them little robots all over the internet trying to fight Chief Currie, but we see the play and it now go work. Currie wrote, "Greetings, free people of Jamaica. It is with immense heaviness of heart that I come to you now about a matter that is of grave concern to my people and myself. Above is an audio snippet of @Andrew Holness, JM, which he tagged, sent to me by one of my concerned community members, and I just could not believe what I heard. I couldn't believe it either. I must now take the time to address this most dangerous statement. Firstly, this statement is completely inconsistent with the direction the world is going in. Education and information are no longer privileges, as they were during the Dark Ages. Both are now considered basic and fundamental rights. Therefore, I urge @Andrew Holness to address those who he is accountable to, retract this grossly disrespectful statement and apologize profusely to his people and provide them with the information they need to make wise decisions in this time of upheaval and chaos. Secondly, I would like to remind those people who claim we, the indigenous Maroons, do not have the right of self-governance and sovereign decision, that these are rights that the government of Jamaica is bound by their own constitution to recognize and uphold. The Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms 2011 Section 3B secures the right to freedom of thought, conscience, belief, and observance of political doctrines for all persons lawfully in Jamaica. It did not just say citizens. Indigenous self-governance, autonomy, and sovereignty is our political doctrine. And I must make it clear that my people freely expressed that right in Maroon elections, where I was selected as their leader. Therefore, on behalf of the people I represent and serve, I must state unequivocally that we do not consent to any other form of political structure except our ancestral ways, and we are diametrically opposed to any form of deprivation of our rights as a separate people. #sound the bang. I couldn't agree with Chief Currie anymore. I tell people all the time, one of the things I try to do in every situation I'm involved with, whether it's personal, whether it's professional, whether it is social, I ensure that anybody I come in contact with, if I have the ability to educate them, I educate them. Whether it's through financially sending them to school, I do it. If I have the ability to encourage somebody to go to school, I do it. If I have the ability to help someone along the way with their scholastic achievements, I do it. This is why. This is exactly how the government of Jamaica thinks about us. My artist, Vibes Cartel, is key on education for this reason. He is absolutely key on education because he sees what the government is trying to do and he understands it. How can our government take national forum, take public forum and speak about the people of the nation like this, and then we sit down and act as if our government is for us? Our government is not for us. They are not for the people, and this is why I will forever burn the government. I say one party, and that is Gaza Pool Party. Everybody else can say whatever they want to say. Anyway, people, I am done. That's all I have to say about it. Grossly annoyed by the two videos, especially the one impacting our nurses, because on the other hand, I am one of the few educated, unlike what Mr. Andrew Holness thinks, because he thinks everybody is dunce, and you have a lot of educated dunce who still running behind him because they think that that is the way to go. But anyway, people, tell me your thoughts down below in the comment section. As per usual, we'll have a discussion. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell. And if you've not yet smashed the like button on this video, smash the like button and send this out. I'm out.